Hi everyone, welcome to my page. Today is May 3rd, 2022, and it is day 3 of Mental Health Awareness Month. Sometimes when you are in your own head and you have this thought and it's distressing and disturbing and it's causing you to think from a place that you're just not able to cope with. Sometimes those thoughts just start racing through your mind, or it's like this tape that's just playing on repeat over and over again. And the more these thoughts continue in your head, they just cause you a lot of stress and anxiety, or to think other thoughts that just really make you uncomfortable and feel unsafe potentially. And when this happens, what you need to do is you need to ground yourself. Hopefully you can start to feel when these thoughts are coming and then fight it off before it gets too bad. That does take a lot of time and practice to be self-aware and recognize when you're starting to feed into these negative and toxic and distressing thoughts. But if you pay attention, you're going to be able to pick up on it and you're going to be able to stop it sooner. Again, one way to work on this when you figure out that you are in a place of distress is you need to ground yourself. There are so many different techniques that will help you to cut those thoughts off. They help you pull away from these flashbacks or unwanted memories, whatever the negative, challenging emotion is. So there are a couple different kinds of grounding techniques. There are some physical techniques, there are mental techniques, and there are soothing techniques. 2 physical techniques that you can try if you are struggling is to put your hands in water is one. You can put your hands under the faucet, maybe start it out really cold and then make it really hot, or vice versa, start it out with it really hot and then turn it until it gets really cold. And while the water is running over your hands, pay attention to the temperature and the feeling in your hands as this temperature is flowing onto your hands from the running water. Another thing you can do is grab some ice cubes and feel how cold they are, and then start to realize how long it's taking for these ice cubes to start to melt in your hand. And how does that feel? Are you making a mess because it's melting in your hand and then it just kind of rolls off your skin? By having this contact with water and it being really cold or really hot, what's going to happen is you're going to distract your brain from whatever thought you have, because you're like, oh my God, that's so hot, or oof, that's so cold. Whatever the case may be, it's going to distract you for a brief moment, and that little brief pause is what's going to help you get out of whatever is running through your head over and over again. And you may have to practice grounding techniques, multiple times, but eventually you'll find the grounding techniques that work in any given moment. That's just one tool. It's something that's pretty easily accessible because most places have running water. And if you need to change your thought, maybe try the grounding technique of physical touch with running water or an ice cube and see if that helps. If it does, great. Keep it in the back of your mind for a day when you may be struggling to try and distract yourself. And if it doesn't, that's okay. There are so many other techniques that can help ground you, and I'm going to go over so many more of them throughout the course of the month. So stay tuned.